Loading supplies into the DuraLabel 7000 wide format sign and label printer. Before we start, it will be beneficial to know the names of the printer parts in order to properly load supplies into the DuraLabel 7000. The ribbon rewind shaft is circled here in red. This is the ribbon supply shaft. Now the cutter module is highlighted. This is the platen. This is the label roll bar. Now we see the label supply guide, the label supply lock, label tension plate, the label guide, and the media sensor. To load supplies into the DuraLabel 7000, open the top cover by lifting up on the handle on the right side of the cover. Next, the cutter module needs to be moved out of the way. Press down on the cutter module to unlatch it and move it down and out of the way. Pull the printhead lever out to release the printhead, and then move the lever counterclockwise to swing the printhead up and out of the way. Unlock the label supply guide by turning the label supply lock out. Then lift up the label supply guide and move it out of the way. Slide a roll of vinyl onto the label roll bar with the vinyl rolling over the top and toward the front of the printer. Thread the vinyl under the label tension plate, threading it through the machine so that it extends slightly over the black platen roller near the front of the printer. Be sure to thread the vinyl under the media sensor, shown here circled in yellow. It is located underneath the printing mechanism on the left side of the printer when facing the front. Adjust the turquoise label guide to secure the vinyl in place and to keep the vinyl off the bottom of the printer, as shown here. You may need to slide the label supply guide to the right or left, depending on the width of the vinyl being loaded. Lower the label supply guide back down and turn the label supply lock so that it locks the label supply guide into place. The 3 printhead pressure bars need to be set based on the width of the vinyl. Now let's take a look at loading ribbon into the DuraLabel 7000. Slide an empty core onto the ribbon rewind shaft. Slide a roll of ribbon onto the ribbon supply shaft, with the ribbon hanging over the top and towards the back of the printer. Pull the ribbon down and thread it underneath and in front of the printing mechanism. Tape the end of the ribbon to the empty core by pulling it up and behind the empty core. Roll the front spindle towards the front of the machine to tighten the ribbon and to remove any flaws or fingerprints. While holding the back ribbon supply shaft, move the printhead lever clockwise to lower the printhead and then push it in to secure the printhead in place. Lift the cutter module upward and thread the extended vinyl through the cutter opening. Then push the cutter module toward the printer to latch it into place. Close the top cover and you are ready to print.